How's it going? So today's video is going to be very different to what we're usually doing. For some reason I've decided to try and shoot a deer with this thing here, a bow and arrow. So it's going to be a real challenge. Never shot a deer with a bow and arrow before. I've only ever used rifles really. So yeah, I've been practicing with it. I got it about a month ago and I've just been practicing with it every day, just a little bit. And I'm not a very good shot, to be honest, but I can do a good shot within about 15 metres, I reckon. So I just got to make sure I get within 15 metres. Yeah, it's going to be a real challenge. I've shot lots of deer within 5 metres with a rifle, but it'll be a bit different having to get that close. So yeah, if I see a deer within 20, I'm going to have to control myself and get a little closer. And yeah, the plan is also to film the entire thing, so that's going to be another bit of a challenge. So yeah, today's the first try. I'm not too fussed if I get anything today. If I don't, I'll just keep coming back, keep trying, and I'm going to video the whole thing until I have success, whenever that may be. So yeah, I'll crack into it, see how we go. Cheers. Right, so that was first deer we've actually seen today, just a yearling. I was probably 40 metres away when I first spotted it. Managed to sneak into about 20 metres. I was just setting the camera up on the tripod, and then by the time I'd done that and looked back up, she was watching me. And then yeah, I tried a hind call, but didn't work. She was off. Well, we've had a few opportunities, they just haven't quite come together yet. I was just sneaking through here and I smelt a deer. So I started going real slow and I saw one just through this bit of thick viney stuff right here, just up above it. So I snuck down real low and I sort of snuck around here to try and pop out, because there's quite an opening on this side of it, so I was going to try and pop out and get a nice clear shot. But when I got up here, I came around here like this, I got to here and there was no deer to be seen, and then I thought, oh shit, I've spooked you and I've been sneaking along. I climbed up, I went right up to there and I looked across and she had actually gone, she'd turned around and she'd come down She was standing bloody over here, but I was up here. Should have just stayed put. I would have had a perfect shot, but I hadn't. I got too keen, went up there, and when I was coming back down here, she bloody got on to me. She took off up here. So I just sort of ran off after her, and then there was actually a yearling up the hill there that didn't know I was here, wasn't spooked yet. And I actually drew back, but then the hind come ripping in and scared the both of them away. So, bit of a bugger, but yeah, if it was too easy it wouldn't be much fun, I suppose. So we'll keep on going, see how we go. G'day, how's it going? So we're back at it again today, just going for an afternoon hunt. Yeah, obviously we didn't have any luck last time, so we're just going to try again. I've made a little modification to the bow here, so I've just fashioned on a wee bit of an arrow holder, just insulation taped it on there, and yeah, just because last time I had the arrows on my back, and every time I ducked under something I'd get them caught up on sticks and things, and it was just a bit of a pain, bit noisy. So yeah, one less thing to worry about today. Top of the hill here. It's a bit cooler up here. Wee bit of fog around. That won't affect us. Ideal, wind's coming straight up. Alright, so I've just spotted a stag bedded down on a clearing just over the ridge here. I can just see his antlers. So yeah, I'm going to set the camera up and hopefully we can get him. Man, pretty gutted right now. Holy shit. So yeah, basically what happened was I just saw his antlers poking out and I thought, oh yeah, sweet. So I set the camera up, and after 45 minutes of waiting to see if he'd move, he hadn't. And then the wind changed. And he went from just looking at me right in the eye and not even bloody batting an eyelid to just running from sitting, pretty much. There was no chance for a bloody standing shot. He sussed me out while he was still sitting down, put his nose in the air, and then he was like, bang, off. So yeah, that's guttering. So we've had a few unfortunate hunts so far, and yeah, man, it's hard. Man, it's just harder than I thought it would be, really. And yeah, I think the hardest thing isn't actually shooting them with the bow, it's just trying to film it and trying to film the deer with this camera before I shoot it. You know, when I think about it, some of those deer, if I wasn't trying to film, I probably would have got them with the bow. But yeah, it's just that time to set up the camera, and then for the deer still to be there when I'm all sorted to shoot it with the bow is pretty hard, man. But it will happen. It's just one of those things. It's we kind of just got to wait for the perfect opportunity, and they do come along. I've seen enough deer to see them in positions where I could film and shoot with the bow at that range. But yeah, it's just a matter of time, I suppose, and we just got to be patient, wait for the right opportunity. So yeah, today I'm actually working, I'm pulling a trap line out, but I've got the bow with me. And so yeah, we're just going to head up over this ridge up here. There. It's a bugger he barked, because that'll alert all the other deer to the fact that there's something not quite right around here at the moment. But now that we're here, we've walked all this way, we've dropped our traps now, so we're nice and light. So I think I'll still sneak around in here a little bit. Man, this video is getting long. Shit. So, you'd sort of think that was a perfect opportunity really, but it didn't end up being one. Basically, there was about 4 deer on that clearing in the end. 5 actually. And I just saw them, they were about 100 metres away. It's the biggest clearing in this area by far. And I didn't expect them to be out on it just after that stag had barked at us. Pretty strange, but they were. And yeah, I just sat there for about 20 minutes because I couldn't really sneak in on them without them seeing me. And I was hoping they'd just feed their way up the hill towards me, and then I could shoot them when they got nice and close, but that bloody stag turned up. I'm pretty sure it was him. Well, I wasn't sure it was that stag at that point, but then he started running around on the clearing. Sort of rounded all his mates up and bloody pushed them right off the clearing. It was quite strange. I hadn't seen a... Yeah, quite strange for a stag to do that during winter time. You kind of expect that behaviour from a big old hind that's, you know, wise and sort of looks after everyone, but a bit strange for a young stag to do it. But there you go. Bit of a hero, that fella, so probably saved the life of someone in that mob, but yeah, a bit of a sad story for us, I suppose, but oh well. Got some cool footage, and yeah, it's a nice area in here, man. Bloody hell, that clearing's just mint, so I think I'll come back here at some point. And there's obviously heaps of deer in here, and yeah, there's no less after today, so we should have just as good a chance next time when we come back here. So well, we've done it now. Just been stalking through this nice area, the same area we saw all those deer in last time. And I came up to here, and just through there was a yearling. Literally right there. And that is really only 12 metres away. Yeah, we shot it. I'm not happy with my shot placement. I mean, it wasn't terrible, probably liver shot, but it was really high on the, quite high on the shoulder, which I didn't want to do. But yeah, the arrow went straight through it. It's sticking into the bank, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard it just stop literally 20 metres away or something, so we'll go and have a look. Yearling is standing here, and there's our arrow. Absolutely covered in blood, man. So that's a good sign. She ran down here. Some blood. Oh, there she is. Holy heck. She went about, literally I could pace this out. Holy heck, she didn't go far at all. Well, we've had success. So that's where I shot her. And ideally I wanted to shoot her here, really. Or down in here, that's a heart shot in there. Yeah, I just mucked up the shot a little bit really, but I'm just really happy that it didn't really cause any harm to the animal, because I'll show you how far she went, but I'm just... So I've just dragged her up. You can see in here, that's where I found her, that's where she bled out. And literally, I'll pace it out for you. 13, 14, 15, and that's our arrow stuck in the hill. So she went 15 metres, or 15 paces, which is the perfect result, you know. Just amazing. And amazing how easily that arrow just went straight through. So that's the first deer I've ever shot with a bow and arrow. It's not the biggest deer in the world, but it's a perfect eater. That meat will be prime, tender, wild venison. Look at that heart, all that beautiful fat on it. Whack the tongue in there too, see what that comes out like. Be interesting. Alright, looks like lunchtime's pretty much ready, I think. I think I'll try the tongue first, because I got that out of the fire first. I've already cut it open with my knife and it actually looks pretty good. It's pretty light in colour. I haven't had fresh tongue before, so this will be interesting. She looks pretty good. Not bad actually, it's kind of it's very juicy, it's almost seafoody. I was expecting it to be real tough, and it's definitely a little chewy, but man, it's pretty edible. I mean, that'd probably be a pretty good thing to eat first, by the taste of this. Might have to start eating the heart and the tongue first. Right, have a taste of the heart now. We know that's going to taste good, but oh, look at that. Look at that. Man. Just a little bit pink on the inside. Let's get the charcoal off it. Man, that tastes good. Right, now we'll try the brain. I haven't cooked brain like this before, so it'll be interesting. Because obviously I don't have a pot with me, so I've just I just sort of got my handsaw and cut a square little lid out of the top of the skull, and we cooked it in that. So doesn't look too bad. Oh man, look at that. That's pretty good. That's like pure fat pretty much. I'll just use my hands. Man, that's intense. It's quite it's got a bit of a charcoaly flavour, unfortunately. I think I did knock the lid off when I was in the middle of the fire, so if I had to pick though, flavour wise, I'd say the heart comes in first, and then the tongue, and then the brain. But that's probably because of the way I cooked that brain. Yeah. Unfortunately, it sort of just tastes like fire. Alright, so we've just got a bit of a carry now to get our deer back to our trap line, and then I'm just going to hang it up, let it hang for a few days and let the meat get a bit more tender before we process it and put it in the freezer. But yeah, I think I'll just call the video here. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Thanks for coming along on this bit of a journey with me. Yeah, it's been bloody good, and hopefully we'll have lots more of these sorts of vids to come. Sweet, thanks.